Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, I am Alan S. Tubakumexga, the CEO for the TBS online radio program. And I have the opportunity today to have a discussion with you, more especially regard the present political arrangements in the country and with your alliance with the All People's Congress Party and general discussion that has to do with the upcoming election. So, and you being somebody very important in our political arrangement in Sierra Leone, we thought it fit to have a discussion with you. So, what's the name and who are we talking to?
Thank you. You're talking to Charles Francis Margai, leader PMDC and the barrister at law.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, can we continue in English or we go to Creole? Because probably.
It's up to you.
All right. Well, me General Fambulen, today we dey talk to one of the political leaders in a salon, Mr. Charles Francis Margai, when the leader for the PMDC. And also, of late, we get to understand, say, he don't do another alliance with the All People's Congress. And so we can today, we say, make we get a discussion with on we program when team up for Salon. This is a good governance program. And we all know, say, this is not Tobacco Broadcasting Service, when a TBS online radio program. So we fortunate today for gets the leader for the PMDC for making give you take and position at now as we firstly approach the general election. Mr. Charles Francis Margai, we heard that they say you don't get an alliance with the APC. So, but we don't believe in that. So we want to get them from the person himself. What is your position as we speak now? Have you declared for the APC or you have an alliance with the APC?
Waiting at the medium of communication, English or Creole.
All right, let's go into Creole. Lord continue in Creole.
Thank you. I not get an alliance with APC as such. You know, say coalition at the order of the day all over the world. So 7 political parties stand together in a coalition, including APC and PMDC. So I want to make people to understand, not to an alliance with APC, but a coalition involving 7 registered political parties.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
A coalition, because people they may not confuse this one, because when they see the NGC get an alliance, strategic alliance with the SLPP, so people then just be the feel saying the same thing with the PMDC and the APC. But thank you very much for this information. But again, Mr. Charles Francis Margai, for the NGC, we see say Dr. Kande Kole Yunkala not stand as a presidential candidate, but can't we notice say you stand as presidential candidate? How that arrangement stick?
Me and Yunkala are 2 different individuals.
All right.
With varying backgrounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so also PMDC differ from NGC.
And also we see say you always left for get an alliance with the APC. Is it that because the founding fathers of the APC been very closer to your late daddy? Because you always let the APC forget a coalition or an alliance with the APC.
Well, point of correction.
Yes, sir.
Always is incorrect.
All right. Okay. In two occasions. Now we don't say you don't get a.
No, on 2 occasions.
On 2 occasions, yeah, you don't get a coalition with the APC.
2007, and this is the second one. But in 2007, now we no more PMDC. Now we be enter into an alliance with APC. This time round, our 7 political parties, they work along with APC. Now we constitute the coalition.
All right. But then I can still ask you, what have been the successes in 2007 coalition with the APC? What are the successes of the PMDC achieved from getting a coalition with the APC in 2007?
We stabilized the nation.
Okay.
More importantly.
Okay.
And then at least we address tribalism.
Okay.
When at the matter of concern.
All right.
The rest, I'm sure the people of Sierra Leone, they know wetin the coalition may do. Much as we not achieve all which we set out for achieve, but I believe they will complement the coalition for what they do in that 5 years day.
Looking at the APC, Mr. Charles Francis Margai, you see the APC like a force for reckon with?
Well, every political party that is force for record with, it depends on the direction from which you come or the angle from which you come.
Well, we get the upcoming 2003 June 24 election. You see any prospect for the APC?
Make a talk for my own party.
Okay.
Please.
All right. You see any prospect for the PMDC?
Of course, I'm the president in waiting.
Okay. Are you able to get MPs in all the districts, not alone, or?
No, we not field candidates for MPship now all of the districts because ECSL make them almost impossible for impoverished opposition parties them. Never in the history of this country or anywhere I see they go talk say, for example, we sign 6 parliamentary seats and then say you get for double the number and pay for even the ones that we're not likely for succeed for go to parliament. Never in the history, even the political science we me do na university, I know one they read them. I think say this what in they call them cornerism. I don't know.
All right. And also, we can realize before 2007, we not been get the kind representation akono. But this time around, as you say, the PMDC get a very strong representation akono. What do you bring about that?
Well, I'm sure a rhetorical question you ask, you very well know the answer. Say PMDC they under we umbrella, and because of that, C4C they under the umbrella of PMDC. And because of that, we expect out of the 10 seats that we will clinch at least 8.
Well, it might not be rhetorical as you say because people then they out there and they don't know their arrangements. So now that make a be one for make the general public know or people that they not be don't know, may they know that arrangement.
No, I don't give about 5 interviews. This is about the thing, and I don't talk all this. So that be the reason they know what they're supposed to do, but that don't matter really.
All right. Well, now we see say the PMDC also don't do a petition against the present electoral commissioner and he not qualify or he not get the requisite qualification for occupy that seat. You can able to tell the family about that?
No, not to a petition as such. We filed an originating notice of motion for make the Supreme Court go into we concerns them. And there are 4 major concerns. One of them, they deal with the nomination of Mr. Kone for be Chief Electoral Commissioner, and under Section 32, subsection 3 of the Constitution, the President obliged for consult with political leaders then. Not of the leadership, because a difference there between leaders and leadership. The president not being consult with PMDC, and we bring them to our attention. We bring them to the attention of Parliament, where say they get for approve such a nomination. But notwithstanding, Parliament go on for nominate them, not without rancor. If my memory serves me right, I think say when they be put onto a vote, Connell secures 60 votes, 60% of the vote, and 40% voted against. So I believe say definitely they're not be for proceed with that, considering the importance of the position where they consider LEONE for. Apart from that, the same section 32, subsection 4, A and B, say before you qualify for be an electoral commissioner, let alone chief electoral commissioner, you for be eligible. In other words, you forget the qualification for be elected as a member of parliament. Not necessarily say you forgo contest, but you forget what you take for able for contest. And when you look at section 75C of the Constitution, it talks say for qualify for be a member of parliament, you get for be a registered voter. Unfortunately for Mr. LEONE, at the time when they consider in nomination of parliament, he not to be a registered voter because he not be in the country where they will conduct the last voter registration before this one. Or let me say the last but one. So by that subsection, he not qualify.
And
apart from that, section 76(1)(b) of the same constitution say, if you are a public official, which LEONE was, you will receive money from the consolidated fund or monies voted in by parliament, you get for resign 12 months. I believe say 12 months too much, really. But not to me, right in the constitution, now the law that one day. So LEONE had to comply, which he did not, and therefore he not qualified. And also section 57 of the Public Elections Act, number 17 of 2022, say nominations for elections other than chieftaincy, paramount chieftaincy elections to parliament, then therefore take place on the first Saturday in November after parliament done dissolve. But then you go realize that you go on for fix a date contrary to the provisions of section 57. That is the 24th of June 2023. And before you do that one day, you forgo back na parliament for make the amend section 57 for allow you for move away from the date where section 57 don't talk about. And waiting me bring about the inclusion of section 57 as the Public Elections Act, now being for rectify this prerogative of president for fixed dates for elections to the advantage of the opposition. So now I make them give a definitive date. So those are four very important issues we may believe say the Supreme Court just get for go into if this election for take place. But that, not to me, the determinant. The people they will get for votes in this country and then go say whether the elections will go on before the Supreme Court deliberate on the issues or vice versa. Then go decide that one day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles Francis Margai. Another school of thought regard the issues the way it don't raise up. It get for do with the 12-month resignation of a public officer, as you state. And I feel say that clause a day for the one that went in the run for an office. If not, then we get instances of similar situations. I don't know how you see the movement or the transfer of Mr. Fitzgerald Kamara from the ACC as head for bringing Ankara as Minister of Justice, where even they receive money from the Consolidated Front. And you look at Mfa Ali, who was also at the Electoral Commission, and he was later appointed as Chief Electoral Commission. So I don't know how the instances and they relate to Mohamed Kone.
Well, make I confine myself to the issue where I don't find.
Okay.
If you have Fitzgerald the number, I go send that to you. Make you ask Fitzgerald.
I get the number, sir. Yeah.
Well, fine. Thank you.
Also, we come back to the present electoral system and conflict where they go on right now, the back and forth deliberations. I see the main opposition party, the APC, and they ask for data. They ask for several other things, but one of the things where they pinpoint on are the data. And you being having a coalition with the APC, I don't know if you get anything for say concerning that.
No, I don't get anything for say. And they left that issue with them. Then they handle them at the High Court. Maybe the Supreme Court would be matter them. But you go recall, say, then APC MPs where they may prevent from taking part in the election of Speaker of Parliament. Now, the very point down the way they may use, they say that they earn money from the consolidated fund. Not so?
Yeah.
Well, what is good for the goose?
It's good for the gander.
Good for the gander.
And also, a goodie bring up this issue, the 10 MPs that were then kicked out of Parliament. It not been things say, then 10 MPs, they were then kicked out of Parliament, they were already certified by the ECSL. They were certified and then participate in the passing of some laws in Parliament. And that one, they were all water, and they were even paid funds from the consolidated fund. In all of them situations, they had then kicked them out of Parliament. Is there any way for, say, they're supposed to pay them money, then they back, or then laws, then all where they been contribute for past parliaments, they are invalid?
No, anything about a day before the court. Mind you, don't take 5 years now, since they did not decide it. When the court decide, they will give consequential orders.
You know, also think...
Me not to judge. I don't pass the retiring age for being judge.
All right. You know, also think, say, the APC MPs, meaning the main opposition and leader in the parliament, Cherry Coco and all in other colleagues them, and they not also help the situation?
Well, that's your opinion. Me not there for past judgment.
All right, because a lot of argument they go on, say Cherry Coco and others, and for don't actually walk out of parliament and ask the government for reinstate them people there. But where that was not done, probably
well,
that.
Me get control over members of the party.
All right.
I don't get control over APC for tell them what you for do.
All right, Mr. Charles Francis Margai, and thank you very much. And one last one where I want to make we talk on, and I don't know the school the way you go. What I call it earlier, just now, me and somebody been they talk now though. I've been they talk say we will go na upline school now we not the best. Now we they make use of we told them. Well, I don't know if I can personally ask you this. Now which school that you go?
Me no go school. I go Blackrock College. I go CKC.
All right.
CKC in Accra King College.
All right.
I go University College Dublin. I go King's Inns, which I do me law. So I don't go school at all. I college we go.
Well, me say no go. Me say no go school. The only school I go na Koima, then University of the East.
No, well, in those days, Koima was equivalent to a college.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah, sure. You're right.
Yes. That's in Kumba they did.
Kumba, yeah, the Kumba, yeah, yes, from Bahama.
Yeah, you should be proud of going there.
Yes, I'm always proud of that school. Yeah.
Then later on, I've been
Kamara and others. Yes.
He was my classmate.
I love the forest. That's why I forced my dad for me to go to that school.
Okay.
Jeuma. And anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Charles Francis Margai. Me fumble them. We've been to talk to the leader. We've been to talk to the leader of the PMDC, Mr. Charles Francis Margai. Don't give we intake regarding the upcoming election and in coalition with the APC. And we discussed several other things and we get for do with the upcoming election. And now we go end with the program. And we say tata and thank you very much, Mr. Charles Francis Margai, for giving an opportunity.
You're welcome, and I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much, and have a blessed evening. God bless you. And I wish you all the best come to June 24, 2023.
Well, now, get ready for the inauguration.
Sure, definitely. I will be the first person to be there.
Well, I don't know if you will be the first, but I will invite you.
I'll be around the corner. As the
No,
whistle.
you're not in that corner.
No, I go there around the corner as they blow the
You
whistle.
get for take a prominent position.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice evening. God bless you.
You too, thanks.
Yeah.